judges, contest and organizing chair, fellow Toastmasters, and guests.
Evening.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
Okay, for those that do not know who I am, I'm the lucky number 13, Han Yang. And that name was given by my parents when I was pulled out of my mom's womb. And then they were like, "Then you shall be named Han Yang." And that's where I got my name, and it has stuck on my IC, on my passport, on my certificate for as long as I've known. Well, 23 years on, the person that you're seeing right now standing here, I'm not only known for Han Yang, I'm known for like so many other things. So many other things. So let's start off with the first one. I was 12 years old. I came back from school, PSLE just finished, PSLE results today. I was like, PSLE is primary school leaving examination, for those that do not know. So I was going home, I went to my mom, I did very badly lah. And she was like, really lah, but I scared her lah, I did really, really well. So, as usual, primary school, leaving examination, all the relatives start calling, how your son do and everything. So, let's just fast forward. I'm not going to talk about what they're going to talk about. Let's fast forward to Chinese New Year. I went to this relative's house and they were like, "Hey, Han Yang! I heard you do very well, I was like, yes, auntie, I did very well. I said, okay, I'm going to High Catholic. Very good school, I think you're the best among the horse year. And apparently, in our Chinese, our cousins and stuff, they measure our PSLE results, and they calculate who's the best, and apparently I was the best. So what happens next was I was labeled the smart kid, the smartest kid of the family. 4 years on, after 4 years after that, I went to the same Chinese New Year, what do you call it? Yeah, Chinese New Year's house, the house when I went to, the same one. And then the auntie's like, "Hey, Han Yang, 16 years old already, huh? Chinese, that means O-level results. O-level is this year, right?" Auntie, not this year I'm not O-level. Huh? How come not O-level? I thought you express stream. Auntie, I retained. And she was like, "What, you retain ah?" She couldn't believe it. She couldn't believe what was happening. So I was like, yeah, I retained, auntie. And right at that moment, that smart kid name went out the window. I was he's very average lah. He's not smart at all lah. At that moment, I was an average kid. But you know what? I was happy that I retained because before that, when I did my prelims for Sec 3, actually not prelims, but Sec 3 results, my results were poor. I didn't get really good grades, and actually I was thankful for them retaining. At that moment, I was sad lah, but I was happy that I retained, and I got really good marks. I look at where I am now, I'm doing fine. So let's fast forward to Poly. Poly, I was known for being the geek, the guy that's socially awkward, fashion sense. Wow. I can't even describe. Because at that moment, I was like baggy pants, and mind you, I was studying in a business course. You know how business people are flamboyant to the max. They like to come in their shirts and stuff, and I'm like this baggy shorts and guy. I'm like, I'm a gangster, yo. I was doing that thing, and I got there, and I was labeled as the geek, the guy that knew all the tech stuff. So basically, guys, girls, hot girls, would come up to me, "Hey, Han Yang, hey, hot girl. Hey, help me install Microsoft Office." Thanks. Yeah, I will. And by that time, I was so commonly asked to install Microsoft Office, Adobe Photoshop, and all the stuff like that. I actually had a thumb drive with everything inside. So I'm like, plugging in, install. Thank you, and thank you so much, I'm gonna call you again. You never call me again. And that was that time in Poly. The guy that likes doing everything, I was so happy because finally from the graphs of secondary school, discipline. It was the time when I grew long hair. I was like, Jesus Christ. I did all the stuff that I wanted. I subbed Japanese animes, and I totally loved it. And that was me in Poly. Next is Army, of course. And I went to the Air Force for my NS. So what happens in Army? You know what do they call me? They call me the scammer. Why? Okay, so basically, in NS, we all have our smartphones. Before we go in NS, we're like, oh yeah, I cannot use this smartphone in the camp already. So by the time like 2 years on, they'll be like, I need to change my contract. I need to get a new phone. Hey Hanyang, what's the newest phone out there? And by the time there's this new phone, it's Windows 7. It's just Windows 7, yeah. There was the Lumia 920. I was like, hey guys, best phone ever. Lumia 920. Buy confirm best phone one. And you know what happened? I was like, every day I went back home, I was like, Facebooking them, hey, this is the new function, what best one. And then right now, I think one's changed their phone to an iPhone 5S, and the other one is praying why the contract still haven't ended. Because the phone wasn't really good. And they were like, hey, Hanyang, you scammer! Why you market me this kind of phone? I said, sorry lah, you want to buy what? No, I buy what. I'm still using an iPhone. I'm still using an iPhone 4S. They say, hey, what's your next phone? I'm not going to tell you. So that was my NS now. I was known as the scammer. Everybody's like, hey, you bluff me, I bluff you, everybody bluff one. I'm still an honest guy, sorry. I'm still a very, very honest guy. So after that, SIM. Oh, so I got a name in SIM. In this very, 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 very club. I have 2 names. One I shall not mention. I think you can ask me later what it starts with O. I'm not going to say it. You can ask me later. But there's another one called Cartoon. It was made by the lovely Joanne here. Anyway. And that word cartoon it's like a representation of my life. I'm extremely dramatic, as you can see. Extremely dramatic, high, loud hailer. Literally I'm a loud hailer, as you can see. High energy kind of person. And I think when we were doing the cartoon thing, I was talking to like Shara and guys, doing crazy things like, and that was me. And she was like, cartoon! Please, so cartoon! And from there, I thought the name wouldn't stick, and then it stuck. And I'm like stuck down here like, cartoon. And I'm like named Cartoon after that. Well, so now that is all the names I can tell you now, because I don't have any more. But I can tell you that every name is a representation of every chapter of my life. And I'm actually happy to have these names. I'm not sad. If I'm sad, I'll be like throwing it away. But I'm happy. So thank you.